Hello, and welcome to another episode of Success Coaching for a Better World. My name is Manny Nowak, and I would like to welcome you today to this episode. If you've been here before, you know what we're doing. If you haven't, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about, we're 3 weeks into a new year now. Are you working the things that you said you were going to work? Are you working the highest payback items there are? And that's the title of today's talk, is working the highest payback items now. Because if you want to make this year a success, that's what you're going to have to do. The reason most major goals are not achieved is that we spend our time doing second things first. And that's a quote from Robert McKinn. Here we are, just 3 weeks into a new year, and already most people have left their goals behind. I know that's hard to believe. And you say, how can that be? It's the truth. Already most people are continuing the bad habits of spending their time on second level items instead of working the most important things they should, even though they made a commitment, even though you committed to do that. How about you? How are you doing? All true leaders have learned to say no to the good in order to say yes to the best. A quote from Jim Devine from The Leader Within. Are you focused on what you really want to do this year? Are you saying no to the good so you can say yes to the best? Focus means learning how to say no to distractions. Quote from Robert Schuller. Are you saying no to all those distractions that are taking you away from that focus in your life? All those things that are taking you off your path to the goals you want to achieve this year. John Maxwell says, put 80% of your time into the 2 or 3 main goals. The 2 or 3 things. That's all you can focus on. I know we want to do everything. I'm an entrepreneur. I want to do it all. But as Maxwell tells us, focus on 2 or 3 things. The martyred missionary James Elliott said, wherever you are, be all there. And Dr. Alan Zimmerman, of course, one of my favorites, says, when you are working, focus on the most important task on your desk. All other things will get their time, but not now. This is really going to be the year you achieve those goals you want by December 31st, isn't it? Is it going to be the year you do it? Do you really believe it? Or is it just something that you were dreaming about at the end of the year? Are you focused or distracted? In Jesus CEO, the book, it says, if you want to defeat them, distract them. Plain and simple. Distraction causes defeat. Whatever the thing may be which he is doing, he lets himself think of nothing else until it's done. And that's a quote actually from Russell Conwell. You started this year with a dream. You started this year with goals, a desire of what you wanted to accomplish. You felt this would be the year. This is the year I can do it, you said. Now, only 3 weeks in the year, are you as strong, focused, committed to that as you were 3 weeks ago? Do you have that passion? Because passion is what you need. You know you're going to make it. Each and every day I want you to believe it and I want you to go for it. This is the year. I know it, but you You have to know it. I can sit here and tell you, I can run motivation for you 52 weeks this year, but unless you know it in here, unless you exhibit that passion, unless you bought into what you wanted to do, it's not going to happen. So stay focused on what you want. Those that stay focused are those that make it happen. And you, yes, you, the people out there who listen, are the ones who are going to make it. No one can do it all. No one can do everything. So stay focused on the goals that you want. Drive towards what you said you were going to do. You knew at the start. Don't lose that focus now. Remember, as it says in Matthew 6:24, no man can serve two masters, for either he'll hate the one and love the other, or he'll hold the one and despise the other. I want you at the end to have made it. I want you to write me at the end of this year and say, Manny, gosh, I stayed focused and I made it. If you focus on it all year long, if it drives you all year long, if you throw away the distractions and don't get pulled away, you can do it. Now, I want you to go for it. Make this the year that you do it. As always, you know it's my pleasure to be with you. This is Manny Nowak, Success Coaching for a Better World. If you want to get a hold of me, I'm always available. 856-358-4021. 856-358-4021. And on the web at www.mannynowak.com. That's MANNYNOWAK. MANNYNOWAK. And of course, email, just throw Manny in front of that web address, Manny@mannynowak.com. And I'm here to listen. Again, this year, work the highest payback item. And start today. Find out what's the highest payback thing and start working it today. Because that will take you where you want to go. Manny Nowak, Success Coaching for a Better World. As always, my pleasure.